This club is in Pattaya, Thailand, and the management takes pride in constantly reminding us that it is ranked 90 on DJ Magazine. The thing with DJ Magazine is that they determine the ranking order by an open public vote, and even though final votes are calculated after a thorough testing phase, you still can't really trust information through a certain statistic. I mean, come on. Illusion in Phuket is ranked at number 9, and we all know how bad that place is. They have invested a lot of money into marketing the club, hence why you see so many of the ads everywhere on signs, BART buses and social media. It's crazy how many Republic ads are circling around everywhere, and just because there is a budget for marketing doesn't make it a good club. They give you a free drink if you cast your vote for them, and in all honesty, one beer isn't going to entice me to vote for you on DJ Mag. Now, I've been clubbing here well before Republic was built, and I'll still be around if it goes under. A lot of travellers have this place in high regard, so I did invest a lot of time and effort into seeing if this club met my high standards. It's not like the Indian clubs where you can just go in once and you already know what the deal is. In order to get this review of Republic correct, a lot of visits were required to really stress test it. I'm going to start by saying that there was only one major good thing and one minor good thing. They are lucky that they got this major thing right, because this club would be struggling if they didn't. Republic has one of the best entertainment clubbing options on Walking Street, but I won't label them as the best because there are other clubs that also have decent entertainment options, and I'm still undecided. They have a mixture of different acts performing every week, which should appeal to almost every customer who comes in to watch. They have male breakdancing acts, they have twerking contests, they enjoy hosting sexy themed events such as Sugar Republic, Seduction Republic and Rave Republic. And every now and again, they bring in special guest artists to perform their DJ sets or songs. I've been to see F-Hero, Ayaz, Jay Sean. Okay, they don't come to perform on stage for a long time, but the entry fee is free, and apparently they got Akon in at one point. Bro, I grew up listening to these guys. Out of all the places in the world, I never would have expected watching these artists live in Pattaya. The in-house DJs that play their hip-hop sets weekly are decent as well. One or two of them are boring, but the majority of them are okay. The song transitions are creative and smooth, the music beats don't stagnate on one tempo for ages, and the renditions of popular songs maintain the essence of their original versions. Wednesdays and Fridays are the strongest days in my opinion, but some of you may think otherwise, and that's completely fine. Every now and again, the MC walks around with a bottle of alcohol giving free shots to people in the crowd. This is great to keep them interested in staying. Everything about the entertainment here is almost perfect, and this alone may turn a first-time customer into a returner. And now, the one minor good thing, and that is the theme of this place. The word Republic, the letter R as their logo, and the colour red being used in the interior and on their designs. It all connects well, and it also fits the vibe of the Pattaya nightlife scene. We all know that after dark, Pattaya becomes a sin city, and red is definitely a very fitting colour. On the surface, you may think that it's just another name for a nightclub, but when you break it down, some thought has definitely gone into it. Now, it's time to talk about the things that really let this place down. The thing I hated the most were the male waiters and security, especially the security. They are hands down the worst on Walking Street. There is no consistency, they aren't friendly, and some of them genuinely don't know anything. One time I went to the machine at the front of Republic to check how many points are on my VIP member card, and a security guy came up to me with an attitude and said, "No, this is not an ATM." Bro, how stupid do you think I am? Of course it's not an ATM machine. I literally had to point out to him that it's a points checker, and despite showing him my member card, he still wouldn't let me use the machine. Guys, I am not joking, this actually happened. I had to go and get a female manager to educate this guy. Every time I come to Republic, I always have some kind of issue with security. They always ID me at the entrance, but they never seem to ID anyone else around me. They give me dirty stares inside, and I feel that they judge guys based on what they look like. They can tell you off for doing things that everyone else would consider normal. You get told off for taking photos even though there's so many other people doing it. You can't stand around for a couple of minutes because they will end up telling you to move along upstairs, even though this rule doesn't seem to apply to the females. It can feel very constricting, and I don't get this anywhere else, apart from maybe Janat or Jowel Club, but they have a good excuse. Republic doesn't. I don't know why security are really strict and stubborn. Maybe it's because management are training them to be like this, or maybe not. But this leads on nicely to the next questionable thing about this club, and that is how management keep pushing for Republic to be a premium clubbing destination. And in order to meet this premium expectation, they need to implement these little rules and regulations. For example, you cannot enter the club if you are wearing a cropped vest. Right, okay then. So what if I come in a black t-shirt and I rolled up the short sleeves? Am I still not allowed to come in? What if I rolled them back down? How about then? But yet the females are being allowed to come in half naked. Is this an actual rule set by management? Or is it just security being security again? Because it's stupid. Alright then, why don't Republic refuse entry for people with vapes? Come on. You're classing yourself as a premium clubbing destination. You need to follow the rules. Bangkok clubs don't let in people with vapes. If you purchased a bottle and would like to store it for another day, you will probably need the member card, or they may not store it for you. Regardless, everyone should be able to store their bottles with or without. The card is 500 baht, by the way, which is quite expensive for Walking Street, and when you collect points from your purchases, it's quite a low amount. For example, if you buy a Sangsom bottle, it's 1,300 baht, which is actually quite decent, but the points that you accumulate are 65 points. Wow, that's pretty low compared to the other membership cards. If Republic is trying to compete with the other clubs on this street, they will lose because there are better incentives elsewhere. There's a club down the street that is doing way better in my opinion, and they didn't need to do any marketing. They didn't even need to bring any special acts to keep their club running. They just have a better business model that suits all customers that come to Walking Street. Anyway, I can go on about this forever, however, my point still stands. This is Walking Street Pattaya. Stop trying to be a premium club in a destination that isn't premium. No customer that comes to Walking Street after midnight is premium. They don't care about what status the club has because they are here for one thing and one thing only. They are only going to keep going to what works. Who remembers when Republic was first built and they had that VIP section in the top left area? And then about 1 year later, someone decided that it was a good idea to build a VIP section in the middle part of the top floor. Where'd all that go, huh? Why'd you get rid of it? Oh, because someone probably realised that all this VIP premium seating was taking up too much space and that they'd probably make more money if the space was made available to regular customers. And you see, because of this premium persona they are trying to be, it is attracting too many so-called high-class women. Admittedly, a lot of women do come here and I would show you more footage of them, but unfortunately, a lot of them wear short and skimpy outfits, which will annoy YouTube. The ratio leans more towards women in my opinion, but it's the wrong type of women. Because of the club being labelled as premium, it's given these women an excuse to act like professional freelancers, thus charging people a premium rate when in reality they are worth jack shit. A club that attracts these high-class freelancers will usually lead to unintentional customer-based segregation, something that never existed back in the golden days of Pattaya nightlife. This is one of the reasons why Walking Street has an issue with clubs only catering to one or two certain nationalities. Now, the Indians aren't going to come here. These bunch of idiots started this issue and they have their own clubs. The Chinese and Korean won't be coming as well because they don't like these fake high-class freelancers. Westerners and black people, some do come, but it's usually on Fridays and Saturdays or a specific day if a special event is being held. And they just come for the entertainment and events because, to be quite frank, they are also sick of these bloody women trying to reel them in as a customer. Republic is going down a road of attracting a customer base from the Arab countries and places like Turkey and Israel because they will be the only ones that will give in to these premium freelancer demands. Insomnia Nightclub. This was the hottest place for nightlife back in the old Pattaya. It was diverse, it was packed, everyone was loose, and the interactions were genuine. But ever since the Turkish fully took over, that place went downhill so fast. Now, I'm not saying that Republic is bad for casual nights with a lady, because on the right day, and the right circumstance, it is 100% possible. It's been done, okay? But there are 2 other clubs down the street that have way more casual women. The nightlife on Walking Street is dying right now, and if they maintain that high standard that they have set with the music and entertainment, then Republic might be fine. But apart from that, the club has some core issues, and that it can feel very restrictive at times. This can be solved if there was a different approach into managing the technical aspects, but it's clear to me that this isn't the hottest nightclub on Walking Street, because even though it shuts at 7, a lot of paying customers don't choose to come here after 4. The club would be more suited for Bangkok. So to conclude, I guess it beats going to the Indian clubs, but I would only recommend partying here on a specific day of the week. Maybe Republic lovers will disagree with everything that I have said, but this is just my simple and honest take. I really tried to like this club, but I can't.